We've been in partnership with the forum for the past few years, and last year we narrowed down on a partnership around precision medicine, but very specific to cancer detection, early detection, and treatment. And so we're at a stage where we're going to start piloting this program. And one of the things that we're looking at is really, one of the interventions is how do we build capabilities of our healthcare workers, of our citizens to be able to do early detection, but also eventually for the detected cases, how do we provide personalized treatment that allows for treating cancer in the people of Rwanda. And so it started off with a kind of like whole of system type of approach where you try to understand what needs to be done. But I think for us as a country, what's important is how, if this is successful, how do we scale it to other NCDs? How do we scale it beyond just Rwanda to the rest of the continent? The Electronic World Trade Platform is an initiative that the government of Rwanda and the continent as a whole, we are, collaborating with Alibaba to really increase trade between Africa and China. But overall, the goal and the objective is how do we also increase, cross-border trading amongst the continent. But as you can tell, it's a partnership between, the private sector represented by Alibaba and the government. But we need to see more partnerships coming into really building a sustainable and inclusive digital, continent for ourselves. For the tech companies, of course, the question is, as you design and develop all these solutions that make the continent digital, how do you do it in a way that continues to build trust for the consumers? Because I think trust has been a key discussion that has really been like the core of every tech-related digitalization discussion that has happened here at Davos. And so more and more as we think about digitization and innovations, trust, security, data privacy remain very, very central to the way we co-design and co-create some of these solutions. When it comes to the development partners, what we really need to start saying is when we prioritize where money goes, and I mean, money is a resource that's not, it runs out at some point. But how do you invest in a way that allows for the impacts and benefits reaped from these investments to be reinvested into, this wheel of innovation that we're all championing? And so that's very key, in a way to say, what are the needs? Can we invest in supporting these needs? And sometimes we've seen a disconnect between the priorities that we have, as a continent and where the money is flowing. Some of our priorities are going to be around financing innovations. And this is something that we've talked about in the different sessions. We see venture capital is always going to come in and fill the gaps that are related to financing growth stages of any business as they expand. We need to see development partners coming in to support the seed stage financing that is required to create a critical mass of ideas. How do you translate ideas into actual solutions that respond to the needs that we have?